Hello, I'm Vincent Dragolich from Geography, Engineering, and Robotics 4-H Club, and I'll be showing my presentation about my 3D printer and how I fixed my toaster with it. So about 3D printers. 3D printers were an amazing technological development because you could make something out of plastic with a 3D printer without the process of molding, which can sometimes be dangerous from like spills and all sorts of different other complications. So how a 3D printer works is you've pretty much got this plastic here. It's plastic string in a big spool, and motors feed it into this little component here that melts the plastic and then squirts it out and squirts it out of a little nozzle onto this adhesive plate here. And then it just pretty much prints it layer by layer and then all those layers stack until you've got your object that you wanted to print. So, so you can really compare it to like a hot glue gun, but instead of gluing two things together, it's actually making something. It's making something out of plastic, and how it moves is quite interesting. So to get where it wants on the build plate to create different shapes, it moves this nozzle component moves left and right, whereas the bed moves forward and back. And then those two different things work together to get where they want, to get to the area they want, so that they can make their stuff. Okay? And then to move up and down, there's a threaded rod attached to the motor and then attached to this whole thing right here that moves it up and down. So yes, and one example of how useful these things can be is the fact that I actually was able to fix my toaster with it. So this toaster was having problems because one of the knobs was having trouble turning. It wouldn't turn. It would be really hard to turn at times. And sometimes when you pushed this lever down, it would just go right back up, and it wouldn't let it toast. But then there was one day where no matter what we did, it wouldn't toast. It just wouldn't work. So I decided to take this toaster apart and fix it. And how I did that was I pretty much took it apart. There were a lot of screws and a lot of things holding it together, so I put them all in a bowl. And then I pretty much took it apart and tried to figure out what was wrong, and it was as I thought. The knob, it was spent, broken, destroyed in the inside, and it wouldn't do anything. So I kept it in a bowl just in case, but I ended up throwing it out in the end. So I realized I could use my 3D printer and a design software known as Tinkercad to create a replacement knob. And after about a month of designing, redesigning, and lots of trial and error, I was actually able to make a working knob. So, and it works quite similar to the knobs that came with the toaster, like this one. You turn this thing to get to the temperature you want. Just like how and then I pretty much do the same thing here. But then to cancel it, you press this button in the middle. To cancel it, you press this button on the outside. And yeah, I just think this is an awesome example of how you can do like anything with these 3D printers. Thank you for watching. See you later.